It's been a pretty interesting afternoon. Definitely good to see how many people are involved and interested now from the industry, so that's definitely changing. 12 to 24 months ago the talk was all around batteries and EVs and what that would do to the industry, and now big interest in blockchain and what that means for the businesses here.
The challenge, I think, for blockchain is to demonstrate that it's something more than the systems that we've got today, which are working sort of adequately for the market. So it's, can you use blockchain to get more value, to get more efficiency, create new services and products. So that's, I think, a little bit for the people in the market to see those opportunities and then use the blockchain as the platform for that to happen. But when you look at the extent of transactions and interactions that are going to happen on the market into the future, we've got a range of new consumer technologies, more computing power, more ways for consumers to participate. So we've got a whole range of products. Then you've got markets, the electricity market becoming more sophisticated as it's become more mature, finding new ways to manage risk, new ways to operate, new services coming along as networks try to optimise their assets. Can they use some of this technology? So you're only going to see an increasing proliferation in the amount of transactions and the extent and complexity of those.
I found it pretty engaging actually. There's a variety of speakers, and I personally wasn't big into the electricity sector, but it's good to see the amount of instruction that is available within this industry and where New Zealand's playing in it. So yeah, I really enjoyed it.
I thought it was really good as well. I thought they all brought a very different point of view, and they all built on each other as well. So we went right from kind of what the wider impacts are through to the challenges.
What trader doesn't want a faster transaction, more transparent platform, and efficient trading? So what you'll see is these private networks forming between organisations where they can buy and sell directly with one another. You'll also see platforms from one to many, so capacity markets might be one. Globally, we haven't seen capacity markets work that well in the energy sector, and maybe blockchain can do that because you can sell to thousands of people rather than just maybe one person or two.
Blockchain provides a number of opportunities for the electricity sector. I think anywhere where there's friction around transactions, so there's an ability to apply that. Blockchain's never going to be the silver bullet to a lot of things, so I think there's payments is going to be interesting. So I know you talked about what you could do with cryptocurrency in terms of paying and things like that. I don't think a lot of people realise just how seamless that is to use as a payment system, so I think that the energy industry will be interested in that.
One thing that I did find quite interesting is that I've always sort of thought about it from the consumer end of the spectrum, so always sort of being at that kind of peer-to-peer level, but actually the opposite end of it at that wholesale market level is perhaps where there are a lot of opportunities.
Even getting down to transparency of what your specific appliances are doing, which will have great customer benefits at that real front end. But then there's all the back end benefits from blockchain, or even just more crunching of the data that's coming through and the amount of data. So in that case, you've got the supply contracts of getting more visibility around, maybe it might be percentage of renewables that was actually provided at that time. In more real time perhaps might come through. Areas around metering, billing and clearing processes will start to become more faster basically, and more prosumer engagement, which I think is one of the key areas where blockchain has really stimulated the market and stimulated people's ideas around that peer-to-peer, more engagement, and that's really driving engagement from consumers as well.
Yeah, I think if I could say, okay, at some point from 7 p.m. to 8 a.m. I want my washing machine to turn on, whatever time of that in between there is the cheapest, like 100%, let it automatically turn on. Yeah.
And if I can turn on and off my mains when I'm not at home, then sure I will. Why not? If things are easier, then I'll do it.
We've had a pretty cool journey over the last, what's it been now, probably 6 months. We've been working pretty intensely with Callaghan. Coming out of the Lightning Lad Electric program was where we really got involved with that. That was a huge amount of effort, massive amount of reward out of the end of that with the trajectory that we're now on. And even today working with your data science team. So we didn't even know about them 6 months ago, and today we got to go and visit them.